Okay, we're live. We're here. We're live on both of these. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. Are you still awake? If you're on the West Coast and you're not, I don't blame you because my goodness, what a snoozer. Let's just be honest about that. That was not a fun half to watch. It's not anybody's fault, but that's just a brutal watch. So they're not playing a low block. Just before people start asking, they're not playing a low. Yeah, Haran's been pretty bad. Haran's been bad. We can all have that conversation. Do you think Julie Foudy? I'm just curious. Do you think Julie Foudy is like gloating a little bit about Haran being bad? Do you think she's like, listen, Lindsay, remember when you said sometimes I say you had a good game and you didn't? Let me be clear here. You're not having a good game. They look tired. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough watch. It's a tough watch. I said at one point during the half, like, could you imagine if this was the first time you ever watched soccer and it was this? Would you ever watch again? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Yeah, not live, laugh, loving right now. Yeah, completely agree. Where are the back post runners? It's bizarre. There's no runners in at all. Lindsey Haran's out of position, and then that's causing other people to be out of position, and they're not getting there. Haran, everybody looks off, right? Everybody looks off. There's a couple reasons for that. One, people are tired. Two, I think that you have to be credit to Japan. Their strategy and the way they're playing is meant to make you miss your touches, right? Like they collapse on those midfield players so fast. That is, sometimes it's a high press, but it's more of like a mid-block situation. You got to start doing something to move that line. They are playing with a high line. So when we say high line, we're talking about where the defense lines up. So you notice there's not a lot of space for the U.S. to be playing in there. There's a high line. It's very compact. That's a decision they've made because it makes the U.S. make bad touches and they don't get out of it quick. How do we combat this? We need to get that high line to start dropping back. You do that by balls it over the top. Start making them question why they are playing the line where they're playing it. That starts to open up space for your midfield. So for those of you who don't want to see, kickball or long balls and that kind of game, it's not a permanent thing. It is, let's do it just enough to get their back line to start second guessing where they're supposed to be. And that will give you more space and then everybody will look better. So, but yeah, Haran's been bad. Peggy, thank you for I think it's a heart of some kind. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, and again, just for those of you new here, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I am at both places, so my eyes kind of do this whole thing. Let's see. Okay, 7 Shaw for Haran. You could. Oh, thank you, Coach Jackie. Thank you, Steffi B. Thank you, Steph. Thank you all for the gifts. Appreciate you. Subs immediately after halftime, no question. I don't think she's going to sub. I think you're going to see the same team come out. They need to adjust tactically what they're doing. I don't know that you need different personnel right now. So again, I think you got to just do some things to move that back line of Japan further back so that you have more space in the midfield. That's what you got to do. I would literally play a corpse over Haran in the second half. The corpse might even move more. Y'all, this is for the Haran haters. This is your game. Even my dad texted me, and my dad was like, "Isn't Lindsey Haran supposed to be a playmaker?" And I was like, hello, Haran hater. Okay, there's 1.1K in the TikTok live, which I think is the most we've ever had. So hello, everybody. If you're new here, we do these every game, so come hang out. Bremblewood, thank you for the rose. Thoughts on Albert? She's been okay. I mean, I think she looked better than Lindsey Haran. Lindsey Haran, I don't have anything positive to say. I don't understand why she's out wide so often in a game where we needed to be a little more compact, and her doing that is forcing. Rose Lavelle is dropping back and holding more than Lindsey Haran, which is not where you want Rose Lavelle at all. So yeah, this has been bad. Haran is higher on the field. And listen, if it was going to be that Haran is playing higher on the field, it's okay. I'm okay with that. It's the wide stuff. As my husband was yelling, he's like, Lindsay, you're not fast. You can't recover into position. You can't be out wide. You can't be out wide. You cannot have slow players out wide. Every slow player knows this. If you are a slow player who played at an elite level, you are not playing a wide position. That's just how it goes. Julia Gulia, that's always a fun name. Thank you for the rose. Would Haran start if she never had the armband? I think, listen, again, we can have this conversation. It's been bad. She's not coming off the pitch now. Jen, thank you for the rose. We need to look at midfields that are not Haran dependent. We have not yet done that, so she's going to still be there. What about moving Sonnet into the midfield and putting Kruger at center back? You could do that, but I don't know that it's going to solve your Lindsay Horan issues. I still don't think Horan comes off if you do that. So, let's see. She looks better than Lindsay Horan. Could still be an insult. Y'all, these are funny. The Horan haters are really going today. Chris, thank you for the rose. 1.2K. Okay, this is definitely a new record, so that's exciting. Trinity looks tired. Yes, they all look tired. Y'all on TikTok, your comments are coming in so fast that I am having a hard time seeing them. You will have better luck getting me on YouTube if you want to ask a question, but you're fine either way. Japan are hardly playing football, but when they do, they look more dangerous. Completely agree. They are methodical and like holding their structure so well. Gorgeous. In my opinion, who will the subs be? There's not going to be any subs. And again, I don't know that I would make subs here. I actually don't. I do not think this is a personnel issue so much as it is a tactics issue, and you got to do something to move the Japanese backline back. Like you've got to do something to get them to give your midfield more space so the midfield can work, and then you got to tell Lindsay Horan to stop whatever the hell this is. She's got to stay central. Hey, Root Beer. Hi. Okay, we're live right now, though, bud. Okay. Did anyone see Sonnet's cartwheel? I did not. Cartwheel. We need to see it. I didn't see it. Oh, here for the pug. Yeah, this is Root Beer. He jumps up on here. What's going on with Jaden Shaw? She's been injured. So she is available today. It's the first time she's been available for the Olympics. So she could play. I don't think we're going to see her unless we get into extra time. Best player of the pitch so far is Emily Fox. I think Emily Fox is having a great game. Let's see. Overall opinion of Japan today. I think Japan is playing very methodically. They are clearly using a tactic that is disrupting us. It makes it very difficult for the midfield to get anything going. So it's working very well. But it is one that I think we should be able to disrupt. We just need to make some deliberate changes, which again, unfortunately, is bypass the midfield. If your midfield is not working and they play a line that high, have Germa and Fox just start sending them along, man. They can send them along. Send them along. We have the personnel for this. Like, even if you're fast enough to keep up with Trinity Rodman, do you want to, like, be dealing with her running in behind you? Do you want to be dealing with Sophia Smith running in behind you? Mal Swanson's been quiet all game, but that's because we can't get anything to them. Somebody I was talking to said we needed more creativity in the final third. And I was like, have we been in the final third? Barely. Like, let's get ourselves in there first before we even talk about final third creativity. Because we haven't even been there. Good note. We have more possession. That was funny. I like that. That was good. I'd love to see Lynn. Completely agree. At some point, but again, I don't think because I think Lynn is also very good at stretching a back line, and that's the goal here. The goal here needs to be. Oh, Bramblewood, you know why I love when you get this one. Thank you. The goal here needs to be get the back line to draw. That's the thing. That high line is making it too compact for us. It's allowing Japan to hold their shape. So the key, it's kind of a knot, right? The key to unraveling this whole thing is get that back line to draw further. So Lynn Williams is absolutely a player that could do that. So that is a consideration I'd make. I would not sub yet, but I do think she's probably first person in. Got to create space between the midfield and front line. 1,000%. Exactly. It's the same. That's all we're doing here. With that back line playing that high, there's no space for anybody to work right now. So you got to stretch them back. How much better does the team get with Horan off? I don't, it's an interesting question. I would like if we could just say to Lindsay, play centrally, like nothing weird, like just nothing weird. Thank you for that, but no. I think if we just gave her that option, that'd be great. So then she'd be fine. But let's see. I would move Germa to defensive mid and have Kruger and Sonnet as central defense. I think that would be very risky. I am not moving Naomi Germa under any circumstance. Let's see. Do we need to check Lindsay's citizenship card? y'all, the Horan haters are really, y'all are going. What are the benefits of Horan? Seriously, right now she is your only aerial threat. She is. Carrie, thank you for the donut. Appreciate you. She is your only real aerial threat. She's got the size. That's why she's got to stay on the pitch. And I wouldn't sub her off either. I don't know why we did a short quarter. I don't know why you did a short quarter when you got Lindsay Horan right there. Like, let her do something. She can do that. Like, listen, the rest of it's been atrocious. She can still score a header. I want to see Croy Bethune. You're not going to see Croy Bethune today. Croy's not on the roster because Jaden Shaw's healthy. So you could see Jaden Shaw. I don't think you're going to see Jaden Shaw, but I miss Sam Lewis. I do too, because she was also a hell of an aerial threat. Like, Sam Dew is 6'1", like tall lady, or 6, I guess, but you know, she felt tall. I don't think it's hate. It's an honest reflection of play. There's got to be a more consistent answer. I'm giving the Horan haters a hard time. I'm giving you all a hard time because, like, listen, nobody's gonna defend Lindsey Horan today. There is no defending what is going on here. It's just been bad. You cannot be that far out of position that consistently when you cannot recover back to where you are. We won't send Horan because she's the best PK taker. I don't think that that's the issue. I don't think it's like that markedly better than anybody else. Cass, thank you for the tiny tiny. Let's see. Since Ertz left, we never looked the same from scoring from a corner. I mean, Ertz was a good. She's a good threat, but Caitlin, thank you for the roses. Kat Macario not being here is not a help. You know, we need Kat Macario would be nice to have better service. Nair is the best PK taker. I don't disagree. Lynn's coming on. Okay, is that confirmed? Who's Lynn subbing in for? Oh, 1.3K on TikTok. Hi, amazing. This is again a new record. Wonderful. Let's see. Been surprised how decent Albert's been today, or maybe Horan's just that bad. Well, listen, Corbin Albert is staying where she's supposed to be. Like, she is playing in the 6. Oh, a Corgi, thank you. I didn't get to see who gifted that. Put Root Beer in. Yeah, let Root Beer go do the midfield. Thank you for the rose, Mommy Go. All right, I need us to move the ball. Let's see. Anyone think Trin's not hitting? It just isn't hitting as usual. You're correct, but that is the way Japan is playing. These touches are looking sloppy. It's a combo of exhaustion and the way Japan is playing. It is meant to make your touches look bad. Oh, thank you for the Corgi. Don't make. I don't know the full name there. But yeah, they all look off, and that's just credit to Japan on the tactics. And we're tired. So Shaw scored against Japan last time. I believe she can do it again. Yeah, I haven't seen who Lynn's coming in for. Somebody in the comments on TikTok said Lynn's coming in, but I haven't gotten an update yet. So if anybody knows who's coming in, because sometimes people say that in my comments, and then they're just like, it's more a wishful thing, like Lynn's coming in, like they're predicting it, than it is an actual sub. So if it is happening, let me know. Bypass the midfield, yeah, you got it. No, this is not a low block. So a low block, you sit everybody back, and we're like almost sitting in the box. This is kind of a mid-block high press situation. I wouldn't call it a true high press. I wouldn't call it a true mid-block, but it's somewhere in the middle. They're also playing with a very high line, so everybody's in there. How do I think Horan's doing? Not good. Not good. So I don't think that this is a thing. Thank you for the donut, Carrie. I don't think this is something where we have a need for personnel. I think you just need the person. No subs. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have subbed either. I think you gotta just do this a little different. I think you gotta just tell everybody to do this differently. Okay, it's starting. All right, you all know the deal. Like, subscribe, follow, whatever. I'll be back here after the match. I probably will not be back here if there's extra time, like, in between, but I will be here at the end. Let's fucking go. Okay, and YouTube, you know I say bye to you last. See y'all.